Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Liquid Loans Behind the Scenes. This is a pretty special episode, this one. We get to tinker with the front end that's deployed on Pulse Chain Testnet version v2. So what we're looking at here is the Liquid Loans front end interface. Now if you understand how the front ends work on this protocol, you'll know that there can be multiple front ends, but this is the Liquid Loans one. We encourage the community to build as many of these as they see fit. What we're going to do today is we'll have a bit of a tinker, and we'll look at setting up a vault, we'll have a look at the stability pool, and hopefully some staking. Now understand this is on testnet, so a few things are a little bit quirky, and we'll cover a few of those things in the moment. Obviously the price of Pulse is a little bit out of whack, and that has a bit of a kick-on effect to a few other things, but that's okay. We've got enough here so we can play around and just see that it is actually working. First of all, what you can see is we do have a vault already open, and you can see that the vault's collateral at the moment is, its collateral ratio, should I say, is at 1539. So if we wished to adjust this and take out a bit more of a loan, we could put in a bit more Pulse, and we could borrow a bit more, and you'd see our collateral ratio change. So from what it was to what the new collateral ratio would be. How do we fix that? We can add a bit more collateral, and that changes the effect, or we can add a bit more of this as well, and it changes this one. So we're down to 401. So that's still healthy at 400%, but not where we like to encourage people. We want to see people up in the 1,000 sort of range. Let's see if we could tweak this a little bit. Okay, so even 1,200, that's pretty good still. But let's just, for the sake of example, we'll run with this and we'll confirm it. Now you can see what I mean by the price is a little bit out of whack on testnet. So 5 Pulse will allow us to mint 2,000 USDL. That's simply because Pulse on the testnet is worth 2,935 at the moment. It's a hangover from emulating ETH. Don't get too bogged down in that. That's just the way testnet works at the moment. We will click on confirm. And okay, let's bash that one through. Now the block times on the testnet are running at about 4 or 5 seconds. So a transaction like this shouldn't take too long, maybe 5 to 10 seconds at most, but we'll let that tick away while we're chatting. Okay, there you go. So that's confirmed already. And what you can see, there's just on the side panel here, you can see a few stats about the protocol as it's running at the moment. So the total locked value, that shows how much value in total in terms of Pulse has been put into the system. So we're just on testnet at the moment. So there's only 160 Pulse in there, which given the rate of it, it adds up to about $500,000 that's sitting there just in the testnet. And we've got 9 active vaults. The total collateral ratio of the system is sitting at around about 1,279, which is a good, healthy overall collateral ratio for the system. That's extremely healthy, to be honest. We can see a few other little stats there, which I won't get too bogged down on. We like to keep these videos short and sharp. So yeah, so that's as hard as it gets in terms of creating a vault. Now what you will notice is we have minted some USDL in that process. So if I look at my wallet, we'll go to the assets. Okay, so we can see our test Pulse we've got sitting in our wallet. We've minted some USDL, and we've got some loan sitting there as well. So we've every time we generate this, we get our USDL. Now, if we wanted to withdraw some of that, we could come in and withdraw that as well. So if let's say we wanted to repay, I don't know, $200 worth of our loan, we could do that. And we'll bang that one through. So we can adjust our vault. So we could withdraw some of our collateral, or we can repay some of our debt. We can do both at the same time if we wish, but pretty simple stuff. Let that go through. That shouldn't take too long. But what we should see is we should see our the amount of our vault decrease in size. Okay, so we've just seen $200 knocked off the balance there of our total debt. So pretty simple to do. So very easy to set up a vault, very easy to adjust your vault and get it how you wish. Redemptions, we won't go into too much on the redemptions on this point in time, but we could actually just redeem, if we wanted to, we could redeem some of our USDL that is sitting in our wallet. Understand that redemptions are different to paying back the loan. Okay, you don't actually have to have a loan to be able to do a redemption. All right, we won't spend too much more time on the vault side of things, but let's quickly jump across and have a look at the stability pool. Okay, so at the moment, I actually do have some USDL put into the pool, and it's saying I own at the moment 21% of the pool. There's been no liquidation, so there's no liquidation gain in this instance, and I've actually been rewarded with some loan token for participating in the stability pool. So if you've been paying attention, you'll understand that there is a reward for providing stability for the Liquid Loans protocol, and that reward is the loan token. Okay, so you can see here I've got $2,000 in USDL currently staked. Okay, let's see if we can change that. Let's add a little bit more. We'll put in another 1,000. Sorry, my phone's just binging and dinging over there in the background. Okay, let's confirm this. Once again, that shouldn't take too long given we are on a really fast chain now. I'll let that go through. And there we go. So that's all confirmed. So now you can see my balance in the stability pool has increased. Was it 2,000 USDL? Has now gone up to 3,000. Okay. All right, my loan amount hasn't changed because it wasn't anything I altered here. It's actually come off the balance of my wallet. So it was USDL that I had minted that has disappeared out of my wallet and gone into the stability pool. Okay, and at the same point in time it's done that, I think I've actually also claimed my loan. Let's just see if that did increase. Let's see. Yep, so my loan balance also went up as well. Okay, so as I had done that adjustment, it's actually auto-claimed the loan tokens that were sitting in there. All right, what do we do with our loan token? So we've provided USDL into the stability pool, and we said we're getting a reward for doing that. And that reward is in loan token. Why is that important? Well, loan token is actually pretty important for the system. If you hold loan token, you're basically an owner of the system, but you don't automatically get the fees. To get the fees, you need to stake your loan token. So let's jump across and we'll have a look at how the loan staking works. Okay, at the moment I have 10 loan tokens sitting there in the staking pool, and we're going to up that a little bit. So I've got a whole bunch of loan available, but we're just going to put in, we'll put in 100. And we'll confirm that. And we'll give the network time to process all of this. So I did want to actually let you go through the process with me and see how long the transactions are taking. So I haven't paused the video in any way, so you can actually see how fast the testnet's operating. Okay, so now we have just increased our loan staking balance. So when loans are taken out, so let's just jump back to our vaults. So when loans are taken out, there is a fee. So every time I take a loan, I pay a fee in USDL. Now we can't actually see that here at the moment because we haven't taken one recently. So when I do the next one, you would see that amount there change. But understand that when we take the loan, at the moment the system is charging a 0.5% for that loan. So let's say you took out $1,000, sorry, 1,000 USDL, you'll get charged 0.5% of that amount. If you make an adjustment, so if you adjust that, if you'd already taken out that 1,000 USDL and you adjust it by another 100, you pay the fee just on the extra 100 you took out. That fee goes back to the people that are staked in the loan staking pool. Okay, so that's the importance of the loan and where the fees come from. All right, I think this is a bit of a wrap, guys. Just a nice short, sweet video. We like to keep these to around the 10-minute mark. So we've covered how you create a vault, how you can adjust your vault. We've had a look at the stability pool and how you can add your USDL to the stability pool. And we've had a look at what you do with the loan token you get from the stability pool and how you stake that to earn a share of the fees that the protocol generates. So I hope you like this little sneak preview of what's actually running on Testnet. It's a pleasure to be able to show this to you guys. I know everyone's been asking when can we see it and when can we play with it. So we did at least want to get this out for you and show you that, yeah, it's all alive and kicking on Testnet, it's all working, and hopefully very soon we'll get a few other things in place and we'll be able to bring this out to the broader community and everyone can get stuck into it and have a play and use the protocol on Testnet. That's it for me for now. I'll catch you all in the next video.